Welcome back to GameStop TV, guys. I'm Pamela Horton here at the Bethesda booth with Marty and Hugo. We're gonna be talking some Doom Eternal. Guys, there are some familiar elements to this game, but I heard that you guys added some new things to the game. Can you talk about that?
Sure. We've got, campaign that is very much everything players love from 2016, but very much refined. A lot of new combat, a lot of new demons, twice the amount of demons that we had in Doom 2016, and really just a more epic, bigger, bolder experience. And we've also added a totally new multiplayer mode called Battle Mode that we're really, really excited about. Pits one fully loaded Slayer against two player-controlled demons in a best of 5 round fight to the death in really cool arenas. Slayer skill versus demon strategy. It's a ton of fun. We've been playing it a lot at the office.
Are there other elements to the campaign mode? New guns, new maps? Can we expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, we have Invasion, which we talked about, which is a great complement to the single-player experience. Should add a lot of life to that, even after you've beaten the campaign. And an additional dynamic challenge for those that are looking for it, or for people who just want to troll people in their game. That's fun, too. We have the battle mode, and then in the single-player, there is some post-launch stuff. Certainly some plans for that moving forward. Plenty of new guns, new players' abilities, new progression items, new worlds to explore and dominate, new characters to meet, expanding the Doom universe in really meaningful ways. A lot to offer the fans of the series. I think they'll be very pleased.
This is all about that Slayer versus Demons experience. We're going to be supporting it a ton post-launch, but you can choose to play from one of various demons if you're playing on the demon side. It is a fully loaded Slayer, so the experience you have as the Slayer in the campaign is exactly the way you get to play. All of the resource management, chainsawing for ammo, glory killing for health, burning demons and extracting armor from them, all of those kind of meta capabilities that you get to do in campaign. That whole experience is really retained very well in battle mode. So and then you just have that dynamic of player versus player, which is amazing. It's the kind of thing that you can play forever. And then on the campaign side, we'll be doing campaign DLC that we're really, really excited about. Give players an opportunity to continue to play the game, more reasons to play the game, and then some things we haven't even announced yet.
One of the things that fans really loved when you guys launched Doom in 2016 were some of the Easter eggs. Can we talk about any of those Easter eggs? Are you waiting for the game to come out?
No, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I think a good game, if you think there's something around that corner, then there should be. That's when a good game is really delivering for the fans. Fans will be very pleased. I think there's a lot to uncover, a lot of things to discover, tons of stuff about story. I mean, we think we have an intriguing story, and I think the fans are going to love uncovering the mystery of the Doom universe and searching through all the levels to find every little bit of information they can about what's going on. In addition to the primary reason to search for secrets in Doom Eternal, which is just progression items. You'll reward the player's exploration by them being able to progress their character that much faster.
So with Doom Eternal, did you guys take any new creative direction with the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty consistent from Doom 2016. We laid down the foundation for the Doom universe in that game. Fans liked it, so it gives us an opportunity to flesh it out even more. It's still a comic book universe. I mean, the tone of the game is you want to have ridiculous premise with sincere delivery. I mean, that's kind of what it is. And we're not going to take ourselves too seriously, but it is a great sci-fi fantasy story and journey that we're going to take you on. You get to go to heaven, you get to go to hell. It's a big, colorful game. And it's just a lot of fun.
Marty, Hugo, thank you very much for your time. And you guys now have more information on Doom Eternal. There's more to check out in the Bethesda booth, so let's get to it. All right, guys, I'm with Jörg Gustafsson. He is the executive producer for Machine Games. He's going to tell me a little bit more about Wolfenstein Youngblood. Now, we're starting with two primary characters who are tied to the new Colossus. How?
They are the daughters of VJ Blazkowicz.
Okay.
So at the end of the new Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, BJ started and ignited the Second American Revolution, and that led to the Nazis being pushed out of America. And BJ and Anya then settled down in Mesquite, Texas, and they gave birth to their twin daughters and raised them there for 18 years. And that's when we start the game.
So
Youngblood.
we're coming up on almost 20 years after the previous game.
Yes.
Are there any elements that you guys have added to the game to make it a different experience from the previous iteration?
Quite a lot. The big thing, of course, is this being a co-op experience so that you can play together with a friend. And with that also come a lot, a non-linearity that we haven't really done previously. So you are free to explore the world and do missions in any order you like. That's a big change for us as a studio and also for Wolfenstein.
So there is also the AI element. So during gameplay, are you always going to have a secondary character with you, or is it a switch back and forth? How does that work?
It works in the way because we also have a story to tell. We usually, and we have always focused a lot on the characters and to tell a story throughout the experience. And in order to do so with this game, you have to have your twin sister present, right? So even if you play solo, which you can do as well in this game, then of course your twin sister will be controlled by an AI. Yes, this is a story about finding your father. So the game in the beginning, then the twins set off to Paris on an adventure to rescue or to find or save their father from the trouble he's gotten into in Paris. So and since this world is still controlled by Nazis to a big degree, but it's limited to Europe at this time because they have been pushed back from the rest of the world. So Paris is still very much under the Nazi occupation and the Nazi oppression.
So let's talk about combat. Are there any changes that you guys have made to make the experience any different, or is it pretty much the same?
We have added a feature that we call pep signals, which I think is very charming and nice, which is basically an emote that you do, but it also gives you a buff and also give your twin sister a buff. So that's something that is very usable in combat to give these pep signals and encourage your twin sister during the fights.
So I heard with the deluxe edition, there is this new thing called the Buddy Pass. What can we hear about that?
The Buddy Pass is a way for us, of course, this is a great way for fans and players to play together without having to buy an extra copy of the game. So if you buy the deluxe editions with a Buddy Pass, you can invite a friend to play with you for free and the entire game for free as well.
That's really cool.
It's great value for your money, that's for sure.
When can people expect Wolfenstein Youngblood?
Wolfenstein Youngblood comes out on July 26th, so it's pretty close. It's like 6 weeks or something like that. And it comes out at QuakeCon, which I think is great. It's such a classic id Software IP as well. And it comes out on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and of course on PC also.
Nice.
So very much looking forward to that.
We are too. Thank you so much, Jörg. I appreciate your time. You guys can get your hands on Wolfenstein Youngblood on July 26th.